Hi, in this video tutorial I will show you through the presentation settings in iMindMap. Firstly, to access the presentation settings, we'll click this cog icon here. The first option is Show Slides For, where we can define a default duration for our slides when we present using kiosk mode. If you've watched the kiosk mode tutorial, you will know by default our slides times will be 15. However, if we adjust this setting to say 30, our slides default time will be updated to 30 seconds. The second option is animation speed. This is how fast the camera will move between slides. There's three options: slow, medium and fast. Play with these settings to see which fits best with your presentation's pace. The third option is automatically open links. If you select yes, the links that you added to a branch in your mind map, such as web links, will automatically open when the branch's slide is active. The next option is 2D transitions. We have two options: bounce and pan and zoom. These options define how our camera behaves when transitioning between slides. Pan and zoom is more of a subtle movement to the next slide, whereas bounce is a much more dynamic transition where the camera appears to leap between slides. Map traversal is very similar to the different autocomplete options. The first default option, branch by branch, will arrange the branches based on when you originally created them in your mind map. When we choose another option, such as by main branch, you will notice that our slides in our timeline change to reflect this. By main branch groups each main branch and its children into a single slide and transitions between those. The third option is main branches first, which, as you can see in my timeline, will create a slide for each individual branch, but for this option will display all of your main branches before any children. What the audience sees gives us options to show as much or as little of our mind map to the audience. The first and default option, currently only, will display only the branch or branches that the slide was created from. Current and shown before will show us the current slide's branches and any branches we have seen in preceding slides. The Everything in Presentation option will display all the branches that are associated with slides at all times, so the audience might get a sneak peek of what's upcoming during a transition. The final option, Everything, will show absolutely everything at all times, similar to the last, but this option will show all branches of a map even if they're not associated with any slide. The default View option lets us define whether iMindMap will begin a presentation in 2D or 3D. That's it for the presentation settings, but if we switch over to Application, we will get some extra application-based settings that we can configure to our liking. The first option, Screen Mode, allows us to choose whether we present using single or dual screens mode if we're hooked up to an additional monitor or projector. The Cycle Maps option is a handy feature if we have a few maps open with presentations and we want to automatically present the next map after our first map is finished. Simply check to enable or uncheck to disable this feature. The final option is On Open in a presentation. This defines what we would like iMindMap to do if we've created a presentation for one of our maps, but then updated our map with extra branches. By default, it's set to Always Ask Me, which will ask us what to do when such a situation arises. Autocomplete and Reorder will add any additional slides for the new branches and add them in the logical hierarchy. So if the new branch is a child of the main branch called Fiction, the slide will be created and added after the slide for Fiction. The second option, Autocomplete, will add the new branches you made to new slides, but instead will add them to the end of your presentation. The third option, Do Nothing, will stay true to its name and do nothing. With this option, iMindMap will not automatically add new slides for you. Thanks for watching this tutorial. I hope you found it helpful. Stay tuned for more.